In this video, I'm going to show you how you can access $40,000 in business funding with less than $300. Let's begin. Now, the key to unlocking unlimited amounts of funding for your business is a properly structured business. So let's make one. First, we want to get our business address set up. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that most entrepreneurs make when doing this is using their personal home address from their business. And I'm here to let you know that you want to make sure you stay away from doing this. Instead, we're going to get a virtual office that's going to allow us to have an address connected to an actual commercial building in whatever city that we're in that we can now leverage and use for our business's address as well. Now, in order for us to do this, we're going to head over to a website called anytimemailbox.com, where they're only going to charge us $10 a month to go ahead and get started. Now, the beautiful thing about a virtual office is that we can actually collect mail on behalf of our business at this address through this website. And this is actually the virtual office provider that I use, and I'm here to let you guys know from my personal firsthand experience, I haven't had any complaints in using it thus far. By the way, if you're watching this video because you're looking to access business credit to build your business, but poor credit is holding you back from doing so, head over to my company's website at takeoffinancial.com and book a free consultation with me and my team to see how we can help you clean your credit and put your business in the position it needs to access business funding. But back to the video. Now, after we get our business address, we want to get our business website. Now, this is also going to be very important how we structure our business for funding, because banks want to see that your business is connected to a website that looks legitimate. Have you ever submitted a business credit application online, and then right after you submitted it, the bank sent you a message on their website letting you know that they would get back to you with their decision in 3 to 5 business days? What's taking place during that time frame is the bank is crossing T's, dotting I's, and running data points to check every nook and cranny in regards to your business so that they can make a decision on A, if they're going to approve you, and B, if they do approve you, how much funding they're going to give you. And when it comes to all the different things that they're looking at your business's name, they're looking at your business's address, but also they're checking out your business's website as well. And if you don't have one, best believe this is going to greatly affect your chances of getting funding. Now, we're going to get our website created by a freelancer we're going to find on Fiverr or Upwork.com, and we're going to find someone overseas and pay them anywhere between $100 to $125 to have this website created. Now, remember, the site does not have to be upscale or fancy. It just has to be presentable and accessible so that when the bank is checking the legitimacy of your business through them running their data points, they are able to find a website that's directly connected to your company. Next, we're going to secure our business phone number and our business email. Remember, outside of our personal credit, we do not want any of our personal assets like our personal phone number, our personal email address, and of course not our personal home address connected to our business. We want our entity to stand alone. How do we do that? Well, when it comes to our business phone number, we can go ahead and secure one through Google Voice for just $10 a month. And we can also stay on Google to get our business email set up as well through the Google Workspace for just $6 a month. So in total, that comes out to about $16 a month that we're spending on our business phone number and our business email. Now, after we get these things in place, now we can go and get our LLC set up. Now, an LLC, guys, is comprised of 3 different parts. The first one is called your articles of organization. So for those who don't know, your articles of organization, that is basically the paperwork that makes your LLC an LLC. Now, the biggest mistake that most entrepreneurs make when getting their article of organization is that they go through a website like LegalZoom to get it set up. And I personally am against using LegalZoom because they're notorious for charging an arm and a leg to set your LLC up, along with charging you exorbitant fees for other things that are absolutely free when it comes to structuring your LLC. Rhyming accidentally. So instead of using LegalZoom, you guys are going to go to inkfile.com. Okay, now this is my favorite website for creating LLCs because outside of the standard state filing fee that you would have to pay wherever you go to get your LLC set up, they are not going to charge you anything additional to do so. So for your articles of organization state filing fee, depending on what city or state that you live in, that'll cost you an average of around $125, give or take. Now, the other 2 components of structuring your business are going to be your EIN and your operating agreement. So simply put, your EIN is basically your business's social security number, right? So you can get this for absolutely free from the irs.gov website, and it takes about 5 minutes. Then lastly, you have your operating agreement, which is the paperwork that explains the nature of what it is that your LLC does. So you can get one of these literally by Googling operating agreement template, finding one from one of these websites and inputting your business information in there. But to be very transparent with you guys, very rarely, if ever, are you ever going to get asked for your operating agreement. However, just so you have it for record keeping purposes, find one through one of these websites, input your business information in there, and tuck it away in a Google Drive folder somewhere. So that's $10 for your business address. That's $125 for your business website. That's $16 for your business phone number and email. And lastly, that's $125 for your LLC fee, which comes out to a total of $276. That's a little under $300 in total to create a properly structured business. And now that we have this properly structured business, what do we do with it? Well, now it's time to get funding. So here are the 3 resources that you guys can use to get the best banks to get the most amount of funding for your LLC. Now, the first resource is going to be bankbranchlocator.com. Now, with this website, you could find banks within 1, 5, 10, and 25 miles of whatever zip code you live in. Not only that, but you're also going to be able to see all the branches of the bank that are nearest to you, along with the branch hours of operation and their phone number. So what this means is that you can call in to set up an appointment to come in, open a business checkings, and open a business savings account so you can start building a relationship with that bank before you start applying for that funding. Now, resource number 2 is going to be another website that is called ibanknet.com. As great as Bank Branch Locator is, it only shows you banks, right? However, we also want to be able to leverage other financial institutions like credit unions in order for us to increase how much funding we are going to get approved for. So the beauty of ibanknet.com, it allows us to see not only banks, but also credit unions that are all throughout whatever city or state that we live in. And similar to Bank Branch Locator, with ibanknet.com, they give us the exact address and the information of the branches for these banks and for these credit unions, so we know how to get in contact with them to get our foot in the door for the funding. Now, most people may hear me say this and say, but Marv, credit unions aren't open and available to everyone. So if I find one that I'm interested in, what happens if I'm ineligible to become a member? I'm glad you asked, Dorothy, because that's where resource number 3 comes in. Resource number 3 is going to be financialfitnessassociation.org. Yes, all right, it is true that most credit unions are closed off to specific individuals within groups of heritages and ethnicities and careers, but with financialfitnessassociation.org, we're able to leapfrog past that, because with this organization, you can pay $8 a year to become a member of this org and get access to over 30 plus credit unions across the country, meaning that you can combine all 3 of these resources to choose 3 banks and credit unions of your choosing, and with a properly structured personal credit report paired with the properly structured business that I just helped you set up with less than $300, you're going to be able to secure at least $10,000 in business funding from each of these 3 banks. So that's $10,000 from bank number 1, $10,000 from bank number 2, and another $10,000 from bank number 3, giving you a grand total of $30,000 in business funding that you can use for your LLC. That's all for this video, family. If you're interested in learning about how we can get your credit clean so that you can leverage strategies just like the ones that we talked about on this video, then head over to takeoffinancial.com to book a free consultation with me and my team to see how we can help. Outside of that, peace.